Hi there, all members from the vinyl community and of course all other YouTubers who are watching this video. This is Ingrid from the Netherlands again, aka Rocking Lupa. And yes, it's been a few weeks ago since I've posted my last video. But of course the last few weeks I also had my holiday. So I spent some time with my family and everything, and made some trips and everything. But also other things were happening in the meantime, and so I didn't have much time to spend on the VC, unfortunately. And I will explain that later on in this video. And but also the weather here in Holland at a certain time until last week it was really quite hot here in the Netherlands. For example, last weekend it was almost 35 degrees Celsius here, and so which means in the attic where I mostly shoot my videos for the vinyl community, it was really too hot to just make a new video. So it was really too hot, and I decided to wait until it was cooling down a little bit here in Holland. So well, today it's Saturday, and I thought it was high time to just shoot a video for you. And but to be honest, I don't have much time because I have to arrange many other things at the moment, and again I will explain that later on in this video for you. Okay? In the first place, of course, I want to thank all the people who sent me birthday wishes, mostly on Facebook and everything. And because I celebrated my birthday on the 18th of August, and I received really many very kind, very nice messages from several people, and also many people from the vinyl community. So that was really cool. So thank you all. I was really very grateful for that. And also something which I totally didn't expect is that and exactly on my birthday I received a package from someone in the VC, and it is I don't know if he has his own YouTube channel, but he is a member on the VC on the Facebook, and his name is René. He is a Dutch man, and he sent me some records and also some other very nice presents, which I will show you. So that was really very nice surprise. And on the day the 18th of August it was really hot here. So maybe it would be nicer to just shoot a video while I opened that package, you know, but it was really too hot that day. So I decided to open the package as well already, and of course I will show you the records now. Okay, so I received really cool records by René, and the very first I want to show you, it's LP by Heart. And I'm a huge fan for Heart, the sisters Wilson, and I just love their music. And this album, among others, contains If Looks Could Kill, and What About Love, and These Dreams, and many other very cool hard tracks. And René, yeah, really cool, man. It's yeah, I just love hard. So yeah, you picked out you picked up some very nice music, which I really like. So thank you, René. Then I received another very nice LP by from Heart. It's Dog and Butterfly. So I also received this as a birthday present from René. So really cool, really awesome. And then of course, yeah, people just yeah, it's very obviously that I'm a big Journey fan. So René, he sent me this Greatest Hits album, and yeah, really cool, you know. It's it's also very nice to know that people really think of you, you know, sort of. So thank you, René. Yeah. Then I received as a birthday present 2 LPs from the band Styx. This one. So that's really cool. And I also got this one from René. And of course, Styx is just a really, yeah, you know, great band. So I really love their music, and yeah, so yeah, again, René, you picked up some very cool stuff for my birthday. So really awesome. And then yeah, this was actually a soundtrack which I was looking for quite a long time. So yeah, this is also a very cool birthday present which I received from René. It's a soundtrack for Vision Quest. And yeah, yeah, of course, Journey appears on the soundtrack with Only the Young. And John Waits, also one of my most favorite AOR singers, and of course he appeared among others in Bad English, and of course he was the lead singer for the Babies. Maybe you remember that. Yeah, Madonna, Gambler, Don Henley, of course he was the lead singer for the Eagles, and Dio, you know. Rest in peace, Ronnie James Dio. And yeah, Sammy Hagar, of course he once was the lead singer for Van Halen. And Foreigner, definitely one of my most favorite AOR bands. And you know, some very cool tracks appear on this soundtrack. So yeah, thank you once again, René, for these very cool records you sent me. And but last but not least, yeah, yeah, I think a few weeks ago or something, I don't know, I posted a message on my Facebook that I was yeah, looking for the DVDs series for the sitcom All in the Family. You know, the sitcom was very popular here. I think it was in the beginning of the 70s or something. But for some reason the DVD box only is released outside the Netherlands, and it never was released in Holland for some reason. And I was looking for that sitcom for many years, and but it's very difficult, yeah, very hard to get for some reason. And but René, he somehow he remembered that, and so he sent me these DVDs, and with all yeah, episodes of the All in the Family sitcom. And so Renee, I just can't tell you, I just almost can't explain how I'm really grateful for this, because yeah, I really looked for this this sitcom for years, you know. And yeah, of course I hope that someday the series will be released in Holland as well. So then it has the Dutch subtitles as well, of course, if you know what I mean. But you know, but in the meantime, yeah, you know, Renee, you did a great job, because yeah, really wonderful, and I'm really grateful for this. I really am. So yeah, after all those years for searching for this sitcom, I finally can watch some episodes, you know, and I really love that sitcom, and especially the intro with the leader, you know, when Archie and Edith are singing behind the piano, and of course Edith totally singing out of tune, but you know, fantastic intro. I just love that. And yeah, so yeah, thank you once again, Renee, and also for all the LPs you sent me. And yeah, you know, I just really couldn't yeah, expect something like this, and it's a really wonderful birthday present. So thank you again, Renee. I'm really grateful for that. So in Dutch, dankjewel. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, I also want to show some other stuff here in my video, so I want to move on a little bit faster now. And but once again, Renee, thank you for the birthday presents. It's really cool. And well, in the next subject, for which I will show you some records. In my holiday, I went with my family to the Efteling Park, and the Efteling is very, I think it's one of the most visited theme parks here in Holland. And the park exists for 60 years now. And yeah, so in 1952 it started as a fairy tale park, basically, and there was a very famous graphic artist here in Holland. His name is Anton Pieck, and he was a very good drawer here, and he designed all the fairy tales in the park from the Efteling. So they built all that fairy tales in the park, and yeah, so and every year they've added just a new attraction, sort of. And when I was a little kid, you only had the fairy tale park, and there was a sort of play garden. I just don't know how to if that's the right word in English. And yeah, through the years they've added just very many more attractions, and yeah, so the park became really big, you know. And so yeah, so when I was a little kid, you just could walk through the park in just one day, but I don't think you will succeed in that these days anymore, because the park really has become too large, you know, too big. And but of course yeah, I have my childhood memories also on the Efteling, so the park. And when I was little, there were some LPs with fairy tales from the Efteling, and but somehow, yeah, it's not very easy to get them, and when you see them, they're not always in a very good shape. So, but especially when we went with my family to the Efteling, I thought it would be nice to have some Efteling LPs. So I started looking on the internet, and in the meantime I received some Efteling LPs, and of course they're all in Dutch language. And but this is, of course, this is part 1, for example. And this LP is already a release from 1970, so it's really old. So for about 40 years, it's yeah, still in a quite good shape, you know. And yeah, of course there were fairy tales like Snow White, and yeah, very many other fairy tales. So this is part 1. This is part 2. This is part 3. And this is part 4. They're all from 1970, or at least the beginning of the 70s. So quite old LPs. Only part which is missing is part 5, so I don't have that yet. So I'm still looking for that. But I do have part 6. And then this is part 7, and I know that after this part there are released more parts, so I'm still looking for those. So if you know something, if you see something somewhere, please let me know, shoot me a message or whatever, because I'm really interested in the Efteling records. And yeah, so and of course they have to be in good shape, so no scratches or something. So if you know some Efteling record somewhere, please let me know. And then the last one, it's this is an LP which was released because of the 25th anniversary. So of the Efteling, and so in the meantime they already exist for 60 years. So also this LP is already yeah, quite old, and this is yeah, also very nice gatefold, and it contains 2 records, so it's a 2-record set, and yeah, also with fairy tales. So yeah, if you visit Holland one time, and if you have the chance, please do visit the Efteling, and yeah, you definitely won't regret, I think, because it's, yeah, you know, I think it's the greatest park here in Holland. Yeah, so yeah, and so it's very nice. I picked up this stack of Efteling LPs, and yeah, of course I hope to find some more in the future. So yeah, again, if you know something, if you see some Efteling records somewhere, please shoot me a message, you know, shoot me a PM, or contact me through Facebook or something. And of course the records have to be in good shape, so no scratches and everything. So But if you know something, yeah, I would love to know that. So thank you already. Then I want to show some other records which I picked up in the last few weeks. And of course I picked up some more records, but yeah, I guess I will show you that in another video. And I don't know if that other video will, if I will shoot this week or maybe another time, because yeah, again I have to arrange some things, and but I will explain that later. Okay. Okay, I also want to show some new CDs I picked up in the last few weeks. The first one is also the one you hear in the background. This is from the band Endless, and it's called A Dream at the Sun. And I already discovered this band a few years ago. I'm sorry. On MySpace, and it's a Brazilian band, and yeah, I have looked for this album for years, and it's really hard to get because yeah, I understand that maybe the CD is only released in Japan. So I don't know if it appeared on another label somewhere else in the world. I just don't know. But this is the Japanese pressing, and it's very hard to get. And also when you find it, it's yeah, not very cheap. Yeah, no, I was looking for this record or this CD for a very long time. And yeah, it's a sort of progressive, melodic, yeah, rock, hard rock, you know, and yeah, I just love this music. And this was released in 2006 already, so you know, I'm looking for that CD already since 2006, you could say. So yeah, this was really something, yeah, you know, yeah, I didn't expect that I once would have this in my collection, because it really, yeah, you can't find it, you almost can't find this. So Endless, really great CD. And then I will move a little bit faster through my new pickups. I also picked up Beyond Magnetic by Metallica. I think we have almost the entire Metallica collection on a CD at least. The only CD I just don't have yet is the CD with Lou Reed, and because to be honest, I'm not very enthusiastic about that album with Lou Reed. But and in the meantime, I still think the record is the CD is just too expensive here in Holland. So I guess I will wait until the price of that CD is a little bit lower, you know. So maybe I will buy that as well. I'm not sure yet, because again, I'm not very enthusiastic about that Metallica Lou Reed CD. But yeah, this one I didn't have yet, so yeah, great to add this to the Metallica collection we have here in the CD closet. Then I picked up another, the very best of Etta James. I guess you can never have, it's you don't have enough, you can't have enough Etta James records in your collection. Well, this is a live album by Rush, All the World's a Stage. I found this in the very in the nice price in the discount bin. So very nice to pick this up. Also in the discount bin, this is the Traveling Wilburys. I had this album as a download for already quite a long time, but you know, yeah, I found this in the discount bin, so you know, high time to replace it for an original copy, you could say. And of course, with among others Roy Orbison and you know, George Harrison and everything. So great album, Traveling Wilburys. Then of course we are huge Iron Maiden fans, so yeah, we also definitely want to add this one to our Iron Maiden collection. And Vivo, of course, these are live recordings from their latest tour, and so this contains 2 CDs. And yeah, of course, last year my husband and my son, the 3 of us, we visited the Iron Maiden concert in Arnhem in Holland, and it's yeah, it was a really cool concert, really awesome, and so it's very nice to have this on CD, you know, Iron Maiden and Vivo. Then 2 CDs from one artist. They're both by Janet Jackson, of course, sister from Michael Jackson. And I had these albums on LP already, but very nice to have them on CD too now. And yeah, it brings back great memories, because when I had this on LP, I almost played that every day, you know, when I was a teenager. So yeah, awesome. And also, so this is the Control CD, and this is the Rhythm Nation. Also has some very great tracks, really awesome. So well, those were my CDs I want to show you. And then I see I already have 27 minutes on the video, so I really wanted to show you some other stuff as well, but I will move to that a little bit faster now. In one of my last videos I showed you the LP I picked up from the latest album from the Dutch rock band The Golden Earring, and it only was on black vinyl. But then in the meantime I heard from someone in the VC that it also was released on colored vinyl. But unfortunately in Holland the colored vinyl was of course already sold out. And but happily on eBay I found a seller from abroad, and he had a colored vinyl version for me. So this is the latest album by The Golden Earring, Tits and Ass. Yeah, it's the title of the LP, I just can't help it. And it's a really great album. Yeah, for several times I already played it, and I still can't get enough of that album. So really cool. And so this is the colored vinyl. I will show you. I have to do that very carefully, of course. But so this is the colored vinyl, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's a sort of, yeah, gray marbled colored vinyl. So yeah, you know, I just wanted to have this, and it was also for quite a decent price. So very happy to have the colored vinyl too now. Golden Earring. And if you can get this album outside the Netherlands, it's very recommended. Yeah. Then I picked up some other albums. This is yeah, All the Best. So it's a compilation LP by Paul McCartney. you know, and of course, Jet and Band on the Run, and Ebony and Ivory with Stevie Wonder. I love that song. And Pipes of Peace, No More Lonely Nights, Live and Let Die, and also the duet with Michael Jackson, Say Say Say, and We All Stand Together. I love that song, Mole of Kintyre, and much more great tracks. Then I picked up this very great LP by Blondie, Plastic Letters, and of course this contains the major hit Denis. So yeah, great to add this to my collection too. Then more into hard rock, melodic hard rock music. This is Fireworks by Bonfire. Great 80s hard rock, AOR kind of music. So this is also a great pickup for my collection. And then, yes, a record I was looking for years, and every time when I saw that record I just passed it up because or it was too expensive, or it was in a really bad condition and they still ask a lot of money for it. And you know, once again, I just refuse to spend hundreds and hundreds of euros or dollars, whatever, to just one record, you know. I know there are some records which might be very rare, or you know, very obscure records, or I don't know, but yeah, you know, and also I just can't afford. So that's also a very simple reason for it. But you know, for example, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, as you already know, and but you know, I've seen some records go for you know, more than 100 euros, more than $100, and I just you know, no, I just refuse to spend that a lot of money to just one record. So but yeah, that's my opinion. So if you will spend that lot of money to records, of course, you know, it's your life, it's your money, so that's okay. But yeah, sometimes you are very lucky to just find a record for quite cheap money, while you know it's worth it a lot more, you know. And so this is from a Dutch band, and it's the band was called Catapult, and this I think this is the only LP they released, and this is from 1974. So when this album was released, I was only 3 years old, and but they had a huge hit here in the Netherlands. And of course there were a teeny bopper band, and Let Your Hair Hang Down and everything. And yeah, they made sort of glam rock, pop sort of music. And this is the original Dutch pressing from Polydor. And yeah, I looked for this record many years, but every time it was too expensive, or in a very very poor condition. But this is, you know, it's like it's almost never been played. And also I watched the vinyl itself, almost, you know, clean, mint condition, and you know. And I only, when you compare it to the amounts they mostly ask for this record, I just really paid a little money. So I'm really happy with this record, Catapult. And then of of course, I received the record from Derek, and of course this is Derek too, and of course Derek also signed it for me, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, and of course it's very nice to see this picture on the back side with Derek and the sister Steffi, and you know, and yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm very happy with this record, and yeah, I'm very grateful that yeah, Derek has sent me this this record. So really awesome to have this also. Then another record I was looking for quite a long time, but again it was quite expensive, and yeah, in the meantime I found it somewhere where they asked a little yeah, where they asked a little money for it. And of course this is the Foo Fighters. It's of course their latest album, Wasting Light, and it's a 2 record set. Great gatefold, and yeah, also my son, he's 15 years old now, he loves the Foo Fighters, so and so yeah, great album, you know. I think it's one of their greatest albums they released so far. So Foo Fighters. Then I picked up a very nice LP, Benny Marston, and Look at Me Now, Bernie Marsden. Of course he played with Deep Purple members, and also John Lord, rest in peace, he also plays on this record, so that's very cool. And great record, great music. Then I picked up very nice mid-80s hard rock music, Quite Riot. QR3 is the title of the album, and we also had this on CD, but yeah, I also found it on the LP now, so that's really cool. Then another record which I was looking for quite a long time, The Seeds of Love by Tears for Fears. I have several albums by Tears for Fears, so this is a great addition to that. And yeah, great tracks also on it. Then this is I thought it was a band from Belgium. It's called Vaya con Dios, and this is their album Night Owls, of course, with Nay Na Na Na, and yeah, What's a Woman. It also was a great hit here, and I already had this on CD, but great to have the vinyl too now. And the same seller which I bought this record from, he also had another Vaya con Dios record, so I was very curious for that. And this is called, yeah, I think this is actually, it's a self-titled, so I don't know if this is the first record, but yeah, great to have this too. Then this is a record from a singer in Holland, and unfortunately she passed away a couple of years ago. She was an upcoming artist here, and she became very successful, and she had a few hits here. This is Nadi, and this is the album Land of Ta. And this album contains, among others, the hits Wind Force 11 and Lover's Eyes. It also was a great hit here in Holland. And if you can grab this album somewhere abroad, I really recommend this, because I think this is one of her best albums she released. And yeah, unfortunately couple of years ago she passed away already. She died from cancer, and yeah, so yeah, unfortunately she is not among us anymore. A wonderful voice, a great musician. She almost wrote all her music herself, so yeah, really recommend this album. And rest in peace, Nadeep. Yeah. And the last record I want to show you in this video is also a record which I was looking for quite a long time. And it's the very first album by the Dutch band Earth and Fire. And this is a really great shape, and it is on the Polydor Records label. And I thought it was late 60s or beginning of the 70s. I'm not sure now anymore, but yeah, of course, you know, Earth and Fire with Johnny Kaufman, and yeah, she also had a hit. They also had a hit, Maybe Tomorrow, Maybe Tonight, and everything, and the Atlantis record, and yes, some of the Marching Children, and yeah, they made some great songs. So I'm very happy with this one also, and it's in a great shape. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. Yeah. So well, yeah, so this was all the stuff I wanted to show you today. I know it's been a few weeks ago since I've posted my last video, but yeah, I thought it would be nice to just show you already some stuff I picked up over the last few weeks. And yeah, as I already told you, I have to arrange some other things in the meantime. Because yeah, unfortunately two band members they left our band. I'm a singer in a band, After the Silence, and unfortunately two members decided to leave. And basically the people who left the band are the keyboardist and also the bass player. And so in the meantime we are looking for new band members basically. And yeah, so I have to arrange a lot of yeah, stuff for that, and you know, yeah, sending some ads to several websites and everything. And yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do for that, and so I hope you understand. I'm not that often on the VC as I used to be. So yeah, yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm not as much on the VC as I actually want to be. And but of course, if Dutch viewers are watching this video, if you know someone in your neighborhood, or maybe are a keyboard player or a bass player yourself, and you might be interested to play with our band, yeah, please surf to our website. You can go to www.afterthesilence.nl, and you will find a fully ad there. So you can read all the, yeah, you know, the things, yeah, After the Silence has done in the past, and what music we're making, and you know, what we do and what we ask from the new musicians and everything. And of course, where you can send, you know, an email when you might be interested to play with us. So please, if you might be interested, or maybe you know someone in your neighborhood who might be interested, please, yeah, you know, spread the word. And yeah, of course, we hope to find new musicians again as soon as possible, because of course we'd like to go on stage again, and you know, yeah, play new songs and everything. So yeah, yeah, I hope the band will be complete again as soon as possible. So if you can help me with that, please spread the word. And if you want to have more information, please go to our website, and I also will add this, the URL from the website below the video. Maybe that's easier for you. And yeah, so I hope to receive many response to that, of course. And well, so yeah, that's the reason I also am not as much in the VC currently as as I usually do. So well, I think this video is already long enough for now. I showed you my new stuff, and yeah, and of course I have a lot of more stuff for you to show, but yeah, I guess I will show you that. It's better to show you that in another video again. Okay? Well, thank you all for watching so far, and yeah, hopefully see you soon. And hopefully, yeah, I have better news to pronounce in the meantime about our band, and yeah, and yeah. So well, I guess this was all for now. I all wish you a very happy weekend, and yeah, hopefully be back soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye. See you next time.